I can feel you tossing and turning through the floorboards. No, I feel it. I'm wearing soundproof headphones. I'm not hearing it. I'm feeling it. Can't sleep, I guess. Yeah, I get that clearly because I'm laying here awake. Well, I suppose if we're both awake, maybe we should talk. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So, I obviously, when I met you, I said, oh, I'm Ruby. So yeah, but other than that, you don't know much about me, I suppose. I was born in Amsterdam, and then I moved to a small city called Port Carling when I was 5. And then when I was 12, I ran away from home, and I came to Camp Half-Blood on my 13th birthday. So that's how I got to Camp Half-Blood. Other things about me, I'm allergic to grass, like severely allergic. Like I have like an EpiPen. Like it's bad. Sorry. My voice gets a little odd when it's night. I actually have autism. I just as a child masked it a lot, and now it's just how I am. And then I also have PTSD, actually. But I have this little guy. This is my service snake. His name's Sam. He's a real nice guy. Well, I guess that's a bit about me. Before you ask, no, I'm not gonna get into my PTSD or my trauma. That's unrelated. Do I speak Dutch? Duh? Duh. I don't feel like doing that right now, though. I actually spoke Dutch around my house. Yeah, it did. What were my parents like? They were, they were something. Like I said, not gonna get into that right now. How about you? What are your parents like? Good for you. Good for you. I don't want me to just talk you to sleep. I mean, that might take a while, but I'll talk to you for a while. I am dating someone, actually. Her name's Selena. I call him Soul. Nico is a ship name, and he goes to Sunstone because they're a child of Apollo, and Ruby, which is my name, obviously, is a type of stone. So he gave us a ship name, apparently, that was something. What do I like? I like listening to music. I like being nerdy, I guess. Kind of nerdy. Bit of a nerd. I don't know what to say, but I don't want to go back to I was hearing before from you tossing and turning. So, I'll keep talking to you, actually. I did at one point tell you how I met Selena, but you weren't really paying attention, and I gave you a bunch of fidgets. And I don't know if you were still paying attention. But, what happened is, so this is obviously before I had, not obviously, this is before I had actually gone tested for my grass allergy. So actually it was when I was being tested for my grass allergy. Because the day before I had a severe reaction, like lost consciousness, because like my airway fully closed up. And I think that was the day I learned that some things do come before people's feelings, because I was sitting there like genuinely dying. I didn't want to interrupt Nico because when I first came to camp, I was a mess. I barely talked, and when I did, I was so scared that anyone would just start hating me. But that's enough about that. So I went in the next day for an allergy test, and there was this beautiful person. Their hair was like shaved on like both sides, but they had like hair going down, but it wasn't quite a mohawk. It's hard to describe. You just kind of have to know what I mean. And it, like, the way the light reflected on it made it genuinely look like it was like made of gold, and these just beautiful blue eyes. And they have like a lot of scars all over their body. But I like their scars. I mean, I have my own scars. I have this big scar across my right eye. And other scars on other parts of my body. And then I was telling them they were making, because they had to do a quick checkup also at first. They're like making fun of me because like I'm pretty short, especially for my age. And they're like, "Oh, you tiny little thing, small." And they weighed me, and I, not as much as I did at the time, but I still struggle with an eating disorder. So I was quite thin for very light for my age. And then they're like, "Oh, okay, lay down for the allergy test," and I didn't actually know what that would entail. And I freaked out when I saw the needles, because I'm horrified of needles. And then they helped me calm down, which is still a thing. You do that for me, and I'll forever just feel like I'm in your debt. No, don't do that for me, because you're seeking out that happening to me, and I don't like when that happens. Although if you stay awake, maybe I'll wake up from a nightmare, and you'll have to. Anyways. And then, see, I was freaking out. They helped me calm down. And then a few days later, was walking around very early, and I saw them, and they're in this little hidden area next to the forest. Not in the forest, but like kind of next to it almost. I guess it's a little into it, but it's like they know what they're doing. And we talked for a bit. Then they got to go because they work in the infirmary a lot, and then even later I gave them a flower and asked them out, and then we talked for a while, and we have been together ever since. And you're starting to look pretty sleepy right there, so I will say good night to you, and see you probably in the morning. Yeah, morning.